bunch of Caspers, the friendly ghosts. Yep, says Frank's muted.
Okay.
And while Frank wrestles with the alligator, sometimes known as OBS, which, have you done an update lately? Because it went back in and
Oh, no, there we go. There we go. I'm there now. Coming up hot, too. Oh, I think it's my USB I have it plugged into. I think it's been coming loose.
Well, yeah, but see, I can hear you fine.
Yeah, true.
So that wouldn't. You know.
All right, let's see. Am I still? No, I think I'm still muted.
Is he still muted there, Mr. TLNVS?
Seems like let's see.
Al, how you doing?
Says we're live.
So you named off all those names, and those people even know you did because you're muted.
Yeah, I guess so. And we'll start all over again. What's up, Dave Flowers? What's up, Mick?
Dave Flowers said he hears
Dylan.
you.
Okay, Dylan McNeely. What's going on, everybody? Yeah, I guess see what's up with that. Hobag, what's going on? All right, thank you, Al. Yeah, I think it's just the USB connection there. I might have to change USB ports and see if it solved the problem. I have a cheap mic. It was like $25 on Amazon like over 2 years ago. So. Not muted, sound weird. Why always sound weird?
Pippa, what's going on?
Pippa! What's up, Pippa? Sin, what's going on, Sin? Sin's a couple drinks in already. Ooh, a drunk Sin. Ooh, I like a tipsy Sin. I shouldn't say drunk. If she said a couple of drinks, I gotta give her some credit. Yeah. That sounds like that could be fun. These now the dogs are downstairs bothering the wife, so I don't have to worry about them up here like I did on Fresh's show earlier. Dave got the GT4S today. What's the GT4S? Which one's that? Cherokee! Deb, what's up?
That's the
did I miss on that one?
It's an RTA, isn't it? The GT4?
Well, seeing that he's a coil builder, I would hope it's an RTA. I doubt the solo.
Right. Well, yeah, I know, but what I'm saying is I think it's an RTA. GT4 could be a damn mod or a RDA, but I think it's an RTA.
Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, I haven't picked up any. I got a couple pieces there. Okay, okay, it's the slim 23 millimeter. Oh, okay. That's probably a small build deck too.
Yep.
Yeah, I got a couple pieces that are still sitting in China that may never get here. I don't fucking know. Last tracking on them was like on the 9th, saying that they were supposedly getting on an airplane. Well, maybe the airplane crashed. I don't know. They never made it over this side of the Pacific. Tony! Natty Tony in the house. So, Bill, how was your golf game this week?
Actually, I never swung a stick all week long.
How'd that happen? You weren't in jail, were you? Did I miss something?
No, I was. Yeah. Let's see. I had reasons. I had shit going on and stuff to do, pretty much, and then I've been having a few problems with the foot, so kind of gave it a week off to see if that helps. Every now and then I gotta back off of it. It doesn't like me where they cut the nerve in my left leg a few years back, right below my knee. And so I've got this big ass brace that I wear on there and everything. And sometimes it just decides that it wants a little time off.
Yeah. I mean, for as much as you play, I can understand that. Your body needs a little bit of a break.
Yeah, walking around on it's enough. You don't, it's that because everything getting over to your left side.
Yep.
golf, it's just not.
Yeah, you're a right-hander. You're putting all that weight in your front foot. Yep.
Yeah, as soon as you transfer the weight, it's there. And so I just every now and then I have to kind of back off of it for a week or two, and then you can go back at it usually.
Oh yeah, there he is. I knew we'd get Harrison. Just better late than never.
Yeah, I've seen him.
Hello.
He looks just about like the guy that was on Trucking Show earlier, almost exactly like him.
Yeah, I'm wondering. Must be my evil twin.
Yeah. There he is, your doppelganger.
Yep.
Rodin, welcome. I don't think I've seen you in chat before. Thank you for spending your evening with us. Dave Marsh, what's up? Good morning, good sir. Dave Marsh is down under, so it's seen with Pippa, so it's like 11 o'clock in the morning their time, 10:30.
Yeah, that's the G Day. Yeah. It's kind of a dead giveaway, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah, I have to apologize to Mike. I didn't get a chance to catch much of his stream. I had a fantasy football draft that usually those things are like 45 minutes and we're done. They just run it on the Yahoo app and it's an auction style draft, so it usually just clicks. I think because nobody really wanted to do it, it took like almost an hour and a half.
Whew.
So do you have a group that you actually get in with, or
yeah, it's the same people. We had one guy drop off this year because of all the politics with the NFL. He was just like, yeah, screw them guys. I'm not even going to watch. I'm not even interested. He's been in it from the start. This fantasy league's been going for at least 10 years. I got invited in when they had someone drop off about 6-7 years ago.
Yeah.
And the auction style is not
cleaning up. Friction says, setting up my desk the rest of the way.
Oh yeah, you got a new setup.
I got another chair coming. This one here crapped out on me a couple of days ago. Sat down in it and went to the floor.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
I have had this chair for over 10 years.
This one's 25 years old. Basically.
Okay, well the hydraulics are bound to go out eventually.
The hydraulics in it pretty much crapped out. I got it back up, but now that it's back up, it's one of those whereas old people have to get up, how the chairs kind of tilt forward to kind of help you get out. Well, right now it's kind of doing that. It's trying to push me toward the desk.
Yeah, my mother-in-law, may rest in peace. She had one of them chairs, the electric ones that come up
and then kind of left. That's what my mom had. Yeah, and it just kind of reminds me of it now because if I turn it that way, it's just kind of like you just kind of go right on out.
Oh yeah.
Hippie. I grab my VG. I'll be right back.
Yep, sure. What up, Fitty? Brian Enoch. Hippie shake. Yeah, I was looking for my Mullenberry Captain rum before the show, and I cannot freaking find it. I know I had that flavor. I used it once.
Ship.
It did. It walked the plank. And I didn't use all of it because I think I only ever used it maybe once or twice.
It's turned the bottle up and drank it one night. So, this is wrong. No,
nah, I've never been that drunk. Been close. I was close last weekend watching last Sunday watching.
A couple times where it seemed like you might have been.
Last Sunday I was close.
I remember that. You were in chat last Sunday.
Oh yeah.
You even typed, you could tell you were typing, you were slurring your type.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, because I made 9 pounds of pork shoulder in the Instapot and whipped up some hurricanes and I had a good old time. Watched some hockey.
Hurricanes, are we talking like whiskey and soju or?
No, we're talking rum.
Oh, okay.
The original Hurricane was made at Pat O'Brien's in New Orleans, and it contained light rum and dark rum.
Huh.
And I'm going to try to. The only thing I probably could use a little sweet. You know what? I think I'm going to throw a little sweetener in my mix to simulate the simple syrup that's supposed to be in it. Which last week I did not have simple syrup, so I used Cairo syrup. It gave it a little bit of a sweetness and a little bit of a vanilla note. But yeah, they were really strong, like too much strong. They were too strong, where they had like a really funky taste to them. So I had to really dilute it with a lot of orange juice, and it made them really sweet, really nice.
Yeah, I was on a business trip this one time, and I had this. My boss was this like Korean, really crazy Korean guy, and he took us out for drinks and dinners every night, and he bought everything. We didn't pay a single thing out of our pocket, and I'm underage at the time. I'm like 18, and he's like,
"You're with the
boss. You drink?
You're with the boss. You can get away with it."
Yeah, he's like, "You drink? You want drink? I show you hurricane." I show you hurricane. I was like, okay, what is that? And he takes like this. We're drinking Somek, and then we're having which is like it's like a Korean rye whiskey or something like that. And then we get like a Korean beer, and then he takes the beer and pours it in the glass with the Somek, and he puts his hand on top of it, and he grabs the glass and he shakes it, and it starts like kind of swirling around like a tornado in the middle.
Oh wow!
And then he hands it to me. He's like, hurricane. You drink hurricane. I was okay, I'm looking over. My dad's just like rolling his eyes at me. I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'm gonna do it. And then I ended up having like 10 of those.
Oh, geez.
And we're sitting there, yeah, we're like arms around each other, like singing Korean songs that I don't know the words to.
Doesn't matter. You're having fun,
so. Yeah. Oh yeah, best time I had in Vegas. I wasn't even 21.
Yeah, 21's overrated unless it's my kid.
Yep.
I was in Korea for a couple of weeks back in the 70s, and they had a drink over there called Oscar. And it was like it's Oscar, Oscar. And it was like a big, huge bottle, and it was like a peach wine, basically, but it was, I don't know what the hell it actually was, but you drink it, and it's come in these humongous ass bottles, and you start drinking it, and you think, man, I might have switched to something because this shit there's nothing in it. Is there alcohol in this or isn't there? And then you make that get up to go to the bathroom after you drank so much, and all of a sudden you would realize there was freaking alcohol.
There was plenty of alcohol in it. So simple syrup is just sugar and water. So I could have just made that shit instead of reaching for the Caro. Now I know. I guess I should have Googled it, but I was too busy trying to do 7 things at once and putting everything together.
Heat it up. Mom used to do that when we didn't have any syrup in the house, and she'd just take it and put sugar and water in a pan and heat it up on the stove and then pour it on the pancakes because we didn't have any regular syrup.
Hey, you had to do what you had to do back then.
Yeah,
that's right.
I just would have ate them dry with butter.
I had to have sugar.
All right, guys, I'm going to take you with me. I'm going to head over to my homogenization station.
Oh, yeah. Guess.
Yeah. Gonna do it live. Oh, and by the way, Harrison, I watched a video of a guy that actually, he vaped helium. And then he hit it. Yeah, he vaped it. And then when he was standing there, and he's like, oh, wow, this stuff works.
That seems like you're going to kill a few brain cells doing that, though.
Yeah, that sounds like doing
putting it in the balloon. I mean, if you put it in a balloon and you take it in, you're breathing in the helium. It's not any different.
That's true. Yeah.
Similar to doing whippets back in the day.
Yeah.
The nitrous oxide in the parking lot of the concerts and football games. And stuff.
Now we got to put a disclaimer out. All the kids are going to be trying that now.
Yeah.
Yeah, do not vape helium, please.
Yeah, he mixed it in with juice, actually, and he's like, you couldn't believe how cold this tank feels right now.
I'm just trying to think, because helium is fucking flammable as hell.
Yeah.
It's what took down the Hindenburg, because they put fucking helium in it.
There's a YouTube video with the guy doing it. If you Google the word helium, it'll the first thing that came up, vaping helium, the first thing that came up was this YouTube video of this guy trying. And the first time he tried it, he didn't have it right. He's like, man, this stuff is cold, And then the second time, he's like, he hits it finally, and then he's like, did it work? It's like, it worked.
Oh, hydrogen. That was hydrogen. You're right, Addie. Fee, what's up, Fee? Yeah, but brothers, I don't think it's I think helium is still pretty.
Yeah, I think.
It's still pretty flammable. I don't know how.
He didn't blow up. He did it, but doesn't mean you won't. But he did.
Yeah, I just don't know how. Don't want to know either. That's the last thing we need. That's all we need to know with all this other shit going on.
Yeah.
It's hydrogen is flammable. I guess helium's not flammable. Okay. I still don't think I'd want to be vaping it though.
Yeah. Well, like I said, but you've done it before with the balloons when they blow those things up, and then you just take that thing and you take a big intake, and
you're not hitting
stand around and talks. So you're taking it in your lungs in.
Yeah, but you're not hitting it at 400 degrees.
Yeah.
Or 350 or whatever,
Yeah.
Roughly.
True, you're not warming it up.
Oh, this ultrasonic heater is slow to heat.
Now, how are you liking the Game Changer so far?
Oh man, I love it. It's so perfect. I mean, I've made about 3-4 batches with it so far, and each one came out like I've let it sit there for 3-4 weeks. I mean, the results speak for themselves. I mean, to all the naysayers out there, do a little bit of research and figure out how it works. I mean, I can kind of just briefly kind of show you guys on stream here. So this is what you get. You get this plastic bit here, which drives the stator and all that on the inside, because there's another one that matches the teeth.
So it's kind of like a transmission, yeah.
Yep, exactly. And then let me pull apart this guy here. This thing unscrews on the side, and then this guy pops out, so you can clean it real easy. It comes apart even further from my understanding. But if you just want to take that out and clean it, that's how it connects to your rotary tool, the drive, so it spins it. The actual outer part doesn't spin. It's what's inside. There's a little impeller in there.
Oh, cool.
And this thing works wonders. I mean,
so that explains why you can use a small 30 ml bottle, and you can put that down in there, and you can. It's not disrupting the whole thing. You're not going to shatter the bottle even if you're using glass.
Yep. Yeah. And that's actually how I do it. I'll kind of demonstrate here in a minute when my stuff's up to temperature. But there's 2 sizes he makes. He makes a small and a large version. I got the small one because it fits my needs a little bit better.
You're not compensating for anything.
Yeah. Exactly. Yep. Yeah. I don't need to. Don't have the little man syndrome. But it works good with 30 or 60 mil Boston rounds. You can just stick it right in there. And I got a wide enough berth on my hands where I can hit the rotary tool speed switch and then turn it on and off, because you don't want to turn it on outside the juice or it'll burn up like a truck without oil in it. So,
oh, okay. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. So you really got to be careful. You always keep it in the liquid before you turn it on.
Yeah.
But no, 30 seconds to a minute. I usually do it for about a minute, and then it comes out looking like baby vomit. And then you run it through the ultrasonic cleaner, and then it's crystal clear.
That's crazy. That is awesome. Overdrip, what's up, brother? Welcome from up north. Yeah, we apologize down here. Canada right now must feel like an apartment above a meth lab.
Huh.
It's horrible as shit is here. I saw Cloud King Cody sneak in. What's up, Cody? Yeah, Overdrip. I saw my Flyers are in the second round of the playoffs for the first time in a while. My first time playing the Islanders in the playoffs since 1987, when Ron Hextall was a rookie, and way before Harrison was even thought of.
That's right.
Before any of my kids were thought of. Oh, I was in high school.
Jesus, you were in high school in '87.
That's why I bring you on, Bill. It makes me feel younger.
Yeah, I was going to say,
hanging around with all these young guys makes me feel like the old head in the house. I go on Fresh's show, and it's like I'm the old man in the seat.
Yeah. Well, Fresh has got to be what? How old's Fresh?
I think he just turned 40. Really? Maybe. I don't. Natalie. Yeah, I don't want to insult him. I think he's right around 40.
Is he? No.
I'm cooking up a mix right now for Mike because he wanted to try to make like a strawberry jello last week. That was the profile type, and he was saying he was wanting to let it steep for a while to see if the 27 Bears kind of turns into more of a jello-ish after a good steep. So I was like, well, here, let me mix that up, run it through the game changer, and I'll let you know.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, overdripped the way the Flyers played in the first round. They were lucky to get out of it. They're not going to get very far. They have no offense or offense, as you say. Luke Loop.
What's up, Loop?
Fish versus Dead. Dead. If it wasn't for the Grateful Dead, Fish wouldn't even have been a thing. You know, basically, Fish was a Grateful Dead cover band. Yeah, well, 27 Bears. All I get out of that is like, I get maybe a little bit of gumminess, but I don't get a whole lot. It's not a whole lot of flavor to it. Basically, it's, you want to throw other flavors on top of it.
Yeah, it's got. He put I think his recipe has what did I put in there? VSO strawberry,
Okay.
FA strawberry juicy, and then VSO cantaloupe is in there as well.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, that's what sparked my interest. So I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot. That sounds good. I wanted something fruity anyway. So
yeah, Fee, I'll be 39 next weekend or 49 next weekend. I wish I was on 39.
Yeah.
I'll go back 10 years.
I'll be 49, 16 years ago. So.
Yeah, my birthday is the same as Ted Williams, August 30th. You can get good results with a magnetic stir, but you're still not going to get. You're not going to get the same as you do with the Game Changer. The Game Changer literally is that, and it because it basically well, Harrison, what would you say? It stirs up like it breaks it down to a more of a molecular level.
Yeah. Yes. Like because it's a high shear homogenizer, right? So the speeds that it's moving the liquid at, and like the rate that it breaks it down, it's literally just smashing it up. There's a little impeller in there. It's like a boat propeller, right?
Yeah.
And it's going so fast, so it's almost kind of chopping up the little bits of the flavor molecules in there as it's going through it, but then there's no air being introduced into the system, and you can kind of see it when it's done. The little bubbles of gas, it's not actually air bubbles, it's the chemicals actually making gas bubbles and cavitation inside the mix. So you can see the results happening like right before your eyes, especially if you put a flashlight under it, and you're not going to get results like that with a magnetic stir. I mean, the magnetic stir isn't capable of reaching speeds fast enough to break it down the same rate that the homogenizer can. I mean, you're running this thing for a minute.
Yeah.
You'd have to put that through the magnetic stir for like a year.
Oh, now for about 8 hours at least.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 8 hours is more realistic, but still, I mean, the difference is it's when you taste it too. I mean, I tasted a mix, like I made a French toast a couple weeks ago that Toonie had put out, and I used my flavorings to make it, and then I used I gave it to my neighbor, and then I had her come up after I got the homogenizer because I made a new batch, and I tried them both side by side. The one with the homogenizer tasted better, like it had sat for about a month or two, but because there's no breakdown of the nicotine, there's no oxidization happening. You're not getting any peppery taste. You're not getting any off notes. It's just tasted like a more complete mixture than the one that I had given my neighbor that has been steeping for 3 weeks. So, I mean, the results are there. You kind of have to try it for yourself to believe it. I did, but the science is there too. If you know about science and you want to take the time, there's plenty of information out there that Dan's put out about how it actually works, that he can describe it better than I can. For sure.
Yeah, overdrip exactly. If you can justify a $200 mech, then you can justify spending $200 on this.
Oh hell yeah. Yeah, it's a no-brainer. I mean, like he talked about too. Smiling Ogre was saying, if you want to get like an actual homogenizer, like the next step up, let's say, at bare minimum, you're gonna spend $2,000.
Yeah.
For the kind of motor that you need to run these things, you're
And
gonna
if you're
spend
not
$2,000.
mixing commercially, there's no point
Yeah,
whatsoever.
there's no reason.
What's your total investment though? I mean, because it's not just that. You've
When
got that.
you gotta buy your Dremel or your
You've got the Dremel,
Sure,
and plus
sure.
you've got something to heat it with. You've got, and then you were talking about other things that you've gotten that go along with this. So
Yeah. So like I've spent a little more money to make it easier for me. You don't even have to put as much money into it as I have. I mean, if we're thinking bare minimum here, we're talking the homogenizer's $199, okay, and that's shipped too, 2-day shipping, which is pretty awesome. The Black & Decker RTX, that's what I got. There's 3 different rotary tools you can choose from that he makes. There's like a cheap one that's like a Tack Life. It's like a Chinese made one.
Mm-hmm.
There's this one, which is probably Chinese made too, but it's Black & Decker. And then there's the Dremel that you can get. That was $35 on Amazon. Okay. And then, so we're talking $225, $230 right there. And then if you really wanted to, you can use your stovetop and a little candy thermometer to heat your VG. You don't have to buy a special, anything. I purchased a water bath. It's like a scientific water bath. It's coming tomorrow. So I'm going to have that on my desk so I won't have to keep coming in here to heat up my VG. But it's just going to sit on the table. You keep it at 140 and you just leave your bottle in there. But you can use your stove and just turn it on. And the guy on the forums was saying it takes like I think he calculated like 6 minutes for him. Yeah. And it gets up to temperature and then you just take it off and mix it up. So really bare minimum, we're talking.
Didn't you say you strained it? You strained it in something after you also did it too, or
no? So I use an ultrasonic cleaner to get the bubbles out, but Dan was telling me you don't even have to do that. What you can do is let it sit overnight, about 8 hours, and it'll everything will settle out in there because there is a slight settling period. But you can kind of skip that if you have the ultrasonic.
Yeah.
2 minutes in the ultrasonic will take everything out, all the gases, all the bubbles, but you can let it sit 8 hours and you'll get the same effect. So
yeah, Luke, you could use a baby bottle warmer or even them like them little hot plate things like you stick the candles on.
Yep. Yeah, like a little wax melter.
Yeah.
Or, there's guys on there that are testing out like a coffee mug warmer, stuff like that.
Yeah, I've seen people using them.
I went with the water bath because I can just turn it on like before our stream. Yeah, and set it to 140 and
keep a consistent temperature. Exactly.
Yeah, and then just pull out the big bottle. I got one of those big VG bottles from Bull City, the plastic ones. I'm just gonna refill it over and over. Exactly. Yeah.
I've had that one for like 3 years.
That. I've got the little squeeze top on there, so it's perfect.
Yeah, so this one I think I've had the bottle itself for like 3 years, and I just keep dumping from my gallon. I just keep putting it in there.
Yeah, that's all you need to do, and it's safe to go in the heater. It's not gonna.
It's not
water's not gonna get in it. It's not gonna melt or anything.
Yeah, Josh, I've been to the point now that if it's something that needs to steep, I'll mix it like tonight and try it a little bit and see how it is, see if it's going to be worth holding on to, and then I'll throw out my bag and I'll break it out like next weekend and see how it is. If it still seems like it could use more, then I'll throw it back in, and then 2 weeks from now I'll break it back out again. And that's usually how I do it, because obviously I have tons of other stuff to vape in the process, so it's not like I'm really missing it.
He said the Dremel costs, not the Dremel, the Black & Decker costs $35 at Amazon.
Yep.
Luke.
Yeah, if you want to go real cheap, you can get that Tack Life one over at Harbor Freight for like $19 or something, but you get what you pay for.
And you can get some batteries or a screwdriver or whatever your coupon says, and
Yeah.
20% off. And
Yeah, that's right.
Again, 18650 flashlight.
yeah, right. Yeah, you can get all kinds of stuff with it. It's a
I actually, when I bought the first ultrasonic from Harbor Freight, I brought it home and I heated it up one time, and then it started throwing an error code and stopped heating up. So I took it back to the store and I was like, hey man, the temperature thing's not working. It's not heating. He's like, okay. I was like, well, I'm just going to take another one. So I grabbed the other one. It's been working just fine. So there's Harbor Freight for you.
Yeah, it's hit and miss.
Yep. I think the trick is don't turn on the heating element unless you have water in there.
Yeah, because you'll burn it up.
So I might have torched up the heating element, but
they didn't even know that.
No, they don't know.
Now you just admitted to it, so if Harbor Freight watches this stream, they're gonna hit you up.
Yeah, they're gonna track me down.
Yeah.
They'll have to go after all the other people that come in and use a bandsaw and take it back the same day and get their money back.
Well, yeah, I mean.
Yeah, for the Dremel.
Exactly. Yeah.
The Black & Decker is less. The Dremels cost, I don't think they're 200 here, but yeah, that's
Yeah, it's 200, 200 Australian. It's about 25, 30 bucks American these days. So.
But if you want
really about 120, 140.
Get on the wait list because it's about a 6-week wait as of now or something like that. I think it was like they're saying 6 to 8 weeks, somewhere around there.
Oh yeah, because I mean a lot of people are ordering him. He's a one man band. He's doing it all himself. So
genius, doing it all in his own operation.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna speak. I know I'm a gun guy, so I know a little bit about like machining quality and stuff. The machining on this thing is just amazing. I mean, if you would tell me that it was one guy working on out of his his own garage or whatever, I wouldn't believe it. I mean, the impeller inside, you can tell it's machined out very well. There's no burrs or anything like that on it. It's really solid. It doesn't feel flimsy. It's gonna last a long time. So that's really cool too. You're not gonna keep having to buy it over and over again.
No, not at that price. I'd be pissed if it didn't last more than a couple of weeks or a couple of months. I made enough shitty vape purchases in my time. I don't want that to be one of them. I had mods in there that I bought because everyone else was buying them, and they sit there in a box. No, I'm talking like billet box. I went down that billet box rabbit hole, and I jumped out of it real quick. But I got $300-400 worth of billet box shit sitting there that I don't even use. And every once in a while, I'll see a new bridge or something come out, and I'm just like, do I want to go back down that rabbit hole again? Try pick up one of these new bridges, and
I kind of wanted a billet box, but I'm like, I don't know what it's gonna do that my Squonk mod doesn't do for me. I mean, but be a little smaller.
Yeah, I mean they're handy. I mean, as far as pocket friendly and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to worry about.
Got this.
Yeah.
Got this Stinger. I mean, this thing fits in my pocket, and it's like so lightweight. I mean, I'm in love with this thing. It's my new go-to work mod right here.
Just can't do it with the plastic little rubbery bottles. I taste the rubbery bottle.
Yeah, I still don't get that. Still don't have an issue with that, especially now. You can run it through the ultrasonic too, and it takes any flavor out of there.
Yeah, but it's just that. Like I said, it's to me, it's like the glass bottle Coke, the little, and then even Coke was always better in the little 8 ounce than it was in the 16 ounce. It was.
Well, we're still waiting for your patent on the glass Squonk bottle.
Yeah, I've got to make the glass Squonker yet, but
Overdrip goes right with you there. He hates squonking because of that stupid plastic taste.
Yeah, it's not plastic. The thing that you got to figure is the other thing is what you're taking it out of. You're taking it out of this, plastic, which is but I can drip that into and I don't taste it. But if I get it out of that Squonk bottle, it's for some reason I taste it.
It doesn't matter if it's the silicone ones or if it's the harder bottles.
Yeah, because I mean I've got these are
they're pretty soft. Yeah,
different to Gorilla bottles than this one is. And basically, yeah, I don't know. It's just whenever I use the skunks, I always taste the crap.
Now, the only thing I've ever had, and it's an easy fix. Just wash it out with peroxide. Is the other flavor, the flavor I had in there previous, bleeding through.
Well, yeah, depending on what you had in there. If you had cinnamon, you'll never get it out.
Oh no, no. I mean, for me, squonking was a thing for a while. I mean, I just, this is my all-day carry at work. So, I mean, I don't take it out of the truck, but if I do want something while I'm loading, I have like the little, what's it called? The X-Roast from the Espresso. I've been using that one. With that 1.2 ohm coil in there. I mean, I'm not getting a throat hit because it's only 4 milligram in that, but it gets me through until I get back in the truck and get rolling again. But I'm to the point now, because especially in summertime, I just want to get loaded and get the hell out of there. That I don't even miss it when I'm out of the truck.
Yeah, friction. That's why I stick with RTAs more. Basically, is I don't, the dripping all the time. Although right now I've got 4 setups here going, and 3 of them are RDA, as he says, But yeah, what it comes down to is I was trying stuff out that I just made not long ago. When I'm doing that, I usually RDA it for a while. And then after that, I throw it in an RTA, and then I find out how good my wicking game is, as to whether or not it still tastes great, or whether or not my wicking game sucks so much that it's not even close.
Yeah, it might be over drip. Maybe you and Bill are super tasters.
Yeah, yeah. Either that, or I think it's a mental thing. I think sometimes you get something in your head, and that's what you're going to taste, whether or not it's there or not.
Yes. Sin, I have tried RDTAs. I've tried multiple ones, and I've had the same result with all of them. I fucking hate them. You can't get that. I can't get that saturated vape. I don't know if I'm putting too much cotton, not enough cotton. I mean, they don't leak because the way they're set up, but unless you want to hold them like that or something, yeah, they're going to leak. But I just don't. I've not I've not had a good experience with any RDTA.
I don't have any of them. Don't need one.
But a few drinks in sand, and she definitely lets you know how she feels about things, right?
Yeah, I see that. I like this sin. This sin's. I mean, the other sin's fun, but this one's even more funner.
Now I've got the Peacemaker on top of the Vindicator, and I use it. It gives great flavor, but like I said, it's one of those deals where your wicking still got to be. If you put something in an RDA, you can be a little off on wicking. You can still screw up wicking on an RDA. I mean, it's
yeah, you could. I mean, either you can,
but it doesn't have as much flavor as it can.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, with an RDA, it's way more flexible.
Forgiving.
Yeah, forgiving, exactly.
Yeah.
Sin is half hammered.
Half hammered.
Well, I started drinking on Fresh's show. I had a couple beers on Fresh's show, and then I was outside putting a new mailbox in, which we actually have to take the actual mailbox itself back because I can't get anything to line up with the bracket. So got to take it back and get a different one. Which my wife's heartbroken because she really liked this mailbox. I'm just like, yeah, it's a mailbox.
Oh, I had the mailbox. I had bought a house, and then I had a next door neighbor that house had become empty, and another guy moved in there, and he was like, he did landscaping and shit, and he had this trailer on the back of his truck, and I guess he was trying to get into his driveway or do something or the other. I was at work, and I guess he hit my mailbox with his trailer. And so by the time I got off work and got home, I pull up. Well, he's got this. I pull in, and my wife and him and his wife and a couple other people are standing in my driveway. And I get out and I look back over, and there's this big green plastic mailbox. That's one of those deals that's got the thing for the newspaper to go in the top.
Oh, yeah.
And, all this shit and everything. And I am like, what the fuck is with the big bird mailbox here? I said, what the hell is this? I had no clue that this guy went out and bought this thing and literally come in and put it in or did all this other shit for it. I'm like, where the hell does this ugly ass mailbox come from?
Yeah, basically what I did, because the one that was out there, the main post is still fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's concreted in, and but the other post, and with the mailbox sat on, that was rotting out. So I just took the plastic sleeves and put it over top of it, and then ran the screws into the post, and to put the arm on and put the bracket on. Then went to put the mailbox on. I'm like, yeah, this ain't nothing. There's nothing lining up here. So I thought it was a good. Tomorrow we'll probably just go, because we gotta go down that way anyway. Go back to Lowe's, return that one, get the credit, go try to find one that'll line up. And
they'll just tell you your house is out of square, and that's what the problem is.
Yeah, exactly. Tetley, what's up, Graham? So, Bill, what have you tried many boozy vapes yet?
No, I haven't. We did on mixing with Benny and friends. We had 1 week where we mixed up, and I think I tried to make a daiquiri with the rum, kind of a banana daiquiri type thing. I put just the banana and the rum, and I put a little WS-23 in it to kind of give it that icy daiquiri kind of.
Oh,
thing.
okay.
And
sorry, y'all, I had to grab a bottle.
That didn't fly real well, but I was thinking what might work is like the Kentucky bourbon was like an RY4.
Mm-hmm.
Something with a tobacco bourbon type thing.
You pair it with another dark flavor like that.
Yeah.
I know that vanilla Hawaiian custard's not super RY4-y, but I did that with a little of the aged bourbon cream.
It helps.
And that came out so good.
Yeah, it helps. I pair up that Hawaiian custard with RY4. That's what I did last week with the the cloud mix. That it grew, and it is a very, very strong RY4.
Oh yeah, I bet.
It almost tastes like Kentucky from Flavor Word. It almost tastes like I'm single flavoring Kentucky. That's how strong it grew into. Now I don't know if it was the Jungle Flavors RY4 that did that, or if it was the bastard custards, the tobacco bastard from Flavor Lumps that grew. One of them grew, and it grew into a monster. It's good. I think I have to throw it into a tank just to take the top off of it a little bit. Because it's potent. But it's still vapeable. I'm enjoying it. I just did not expect it after a week, because I didn't vape it all week. I'm going to just go throw it in the bag, forget about it. If I need to, if I run out of anything else, I'll go ahead and I'll vape it. But I threw in the butterscotch I made last week, the butterscotch pudding. I threw that in here, and I didn't re-wick. I had the strawberry still in there. So after I got through about the first tank, that was really funky. And then, because I was just being lazy, then it turned out the butterscotch pudding turned out pretty nice. It's a coil gunker, though. I could see down in there the coils. I just cleaned them last weekend, and they already look like shit. Uh-oh, Friction's gonna have another 5-hour energy. Uh-oh, no. I can't do them. I don't know what I get too wound up on them. I'm like, where your heart starts racing, and I mean, it doesn't give me the boost that I'm looking for. It gives me like a negative.
Do
effect.
the 5-hour energy and and then like just put it in the 5-hour energy and then put a shot of Fireball in with it. It's
You ever seen that red line energy?
Mm-mm.
It's like that, but it has like a line on the bottle, and it's like, don't drink past this point within like a 12-hour period.
Oh shit, that's potent, man. Super potent.
And like, I used to just drink the whole bottle all the time.
Oh, you were a kid. You were young and dumb.
my wife
Well,
works
no,
at
it
the
was-
hospital, and they get a lot of people in who do stupid shit with energy drinks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was back when I was working auto auction days. I was waking up at like 2 a.m. and just sitting in busted old cars all day.
Oh yeah. What auto auction did you work at? Did you work for one of the big companies like Mannheim or?
Yeah, actually, it was God. I did Mannheim a couple times. Then there was the other one. It's
Odessa?
like Odessa.
Mm-hmm. No, I know all about auto auctions.
Yep. Yep. The coolest thing I ever did was drive a GTR there. That was pretty fun.
I drove a brand new GTR one time, right when they first came out, and they put it on an open carrier, and I took it to a dealership outside of Pittsburgh. This was from a port in Newport News, and they were fucking pissed. They were like, "That's not supposed to be on an open carrier." I'm like, dude, it's a $75,000 car. Take your fucking car and go away.
Relax.
I hauled $250,000 cars on an open carrier before, and no one blinked an eyelash. No one gave a shit.
It's gonna get less done to it than it would be driving it.
Exactly. If they don't want to pay the rate for enclosed, guess what? You ain't getting enclosed.
Yeah.
That's what happened. A lot of these manufacturers, they stopped paying the premium to get their stuff shipped enclosed.
Mm-hmm.
So now they just get on anything. Like BMW at one time, you did not see a car carrier with brand new BMWs on going down the road.
Yeah.
Because they were enclosed. You didn't see the cars.
Mm-hmm.
The only one now that's still, and I don't know how they still, because they definitely don't pay shit for them, is Porsche. Porsche is cheap when it comes to shipping, but they're all enclosed.
So I apologize for the noise, but I'm going to be doing this homogenizer real quick. I'll try to do it on camera best I can so y'all can see. I don't want to drop this little beaker.
Yeah.
So there's a little hole. I don't know if you can see it. You want to keep that
Yeah.
hole submerged. So I'm making sure to keep the beaker tilted a little bit here. So that way that hole is submerged at all times.
Mm-hmm.
It's easier if I was to put it in a Boston round, but I kind of wanted to make it so you guys can see it. So
Okay.
Switch it on here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Al, I know the mecca of auto auctions all too well, Mannheim, PA. Friction in Mannheim is just north of Lancaster, basically, or in that general vicinity. So it's kind of central PA, East Central.
I'm actually going to just put this in a Boston because I don't want to risk that hole coming out of the juice there.
Oh, okay.
If it was a bigger mix, it'd be easier, but.
Oh, damn. Yeah, Telly, it sounds like you overdid it on the Red Bull. What's going on, Pud Puffs?
Grab a napkin here.
Yeah.
So we got 11.
Bud, you're right. It might,
Yeah.
but it's not like I got a boob sitting behind me somewhere or something. So it's.
Yeah, last week we got 40 likes on last week's stream. I see we got 11 so far. We got like 30 something in chat. 30 something watching. Go ahead and throw some likes out there. Make me feel better. Make me feel a little better about myself.
Yeah.
Go ahead and.
Actually, you can't hear that on.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Camera. I can't.
You'll hear it when I turn it up. kind of want to start it at low and then.
If you turn it up, won't all the liquid come out?
Nope.
Oh, you didn't mean like flip it over, turn it up. You meant like turn
up the speed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pump up the volume. Pump up the volume. I'm gonna throw this hurricane mix together real quick. See how it turns out.
But
I like
technically, then, even though you are, that's not really, no part of that's going to touch that bottle. So you can turn it up. You don't have to worry about breaking the bottle.
No, because of it being because the impeller as
It's all
opposed to a
enclosed.
propeller.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So you're pretty much, what's the minimum 15, 20 mil that you can do and still make sure that hole's covered?
I'd say the lowest you can go is about a 30.
30?
Yeah. And the suction is really strong, so sometimes it'll want to grab the bottom of the bottle.
Oh, wow.
So you want to just keep it kind of lifted off. I've got it tilted at an angle here, so it's kind of that corner of it's kind of sitting on the side.
Yeah.
So now it's all like, it almost looks milky on the inside now of the bottle. I'm going to start turning it back down.
So you just do it until you see it turning milky. You don't actually put a timer on it or anything?
I mean, I probably should put a timer on it. I don't think it matters too much. But yeah, once it's like that, you're pretty much done. And then I'm gonna set that down. And then I got a bottle here for cleaning. It's just VG and water solution. So then I stick it in there, turn that on. Run that through for a minute. Just for a few seconds, really. Just so it cleans out all the gunk and juice leftovers.
Do you heat that up since it's got the VG in the water there?
The cleaning solution?
Yeah.
No, I don't heat that up. I mean, I probably should, but I don't. I don't yet. I probably will once I have my water bath, and then I can keep the cap on there and then just stick that in. So now that's good and milky. So I'm gonna put that in the the ultrasonic cleaner. I don't know if you guys can see. It's not transparent at all. That's sitting there. Put the cap on. Okay, and then when I pull that out, it'll be vape ready. I mean, you should let it cool down. You don't want to vape it when it's super viscous like that. I mean, you can, but it's just going to be kind of tricky.
And it's kind of like having it sit in your car for about a half an hour in the middle of the summer. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a bottle of it was a 50-50 mix that did strawberries and cream, and that stuff I left it in the door pocket of the car, and it was there like all week when we were at the beach. Just because I didn't know what I did with it, and that's where it was when we drove down, and that's where it stayed all week. And yeah, that got dark as night. It was good. It was very
well. At least it
steeped.
wasn't in direct sunlight. If it was in
no.
door panel. Hey Steve, how you doing?
What's going on, Steve? Adam Thomas, what's up, Adam? Mouse and miss while I'm sitting here throwing this mix together. I'm only making a 10 mil batch just because I have no idea how it's going to turn out. I have not had the most success with boozy mixes. I did a pina colada once that turned out pretty good, but that's been about the extent of it. I'm only making a little 10 mil. pull it right back up.
See, the thing I was figuring with the RY4 and the bourbon or something, when you were drinking, that was always when you smoked more, you wanted a cigarette more. So you figure if you put the alcohol in, then put in the tobacco in with it, just kind of makes that right.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah.
you always wanted tobacco when you were drinking.
Yeah, I mean, RY4 or tobacco with bourbon, maybe a little custard. That's
Can't go wrong with a beer and a smoke.
Yeah, the only thing that I've got the Inawera RY4, the TDM.
That's one I don't have.
Yeah. And I did it as a single just to try it out to see what it would be. And when I first vaped it, it was, so-so. And then I let it sit for a couple of days and I tried it again. And then you could kind of taste the sweetness and stuff in it a little more. And it was not bad. Then about a week later, I picked it up and hit it. And I thought, man, this is almost like vaping an ashtray. It just started to get to the point to where it felt. So I don't know exactly how it'll work.
Thought I'd re-wick that RDA. Apparently I didn't, but I don't have any other ones up here, do I? It's gonna have to do.
See, and that's the thing that you miss out on, Harrison, is are you still with us? No.
Oh, yeah, I'm here.
Froze. Oh, well, you're here, but yeah, you had
froze.
You had just, I couldn't tell whether or not you just froze like that or whether or not your camera did.
I was like ascending. I was just ascending up into the heavens. Yeah.
Yeah. You miss out on that. You mix it, you try it. A couple of days later, you get to see what it tastes like. A couple of days later, you get to see what it tastes like, and then finally, you get to start to taste it as it kind of works through its little phases. You don't get to do that now because you mix it and you get to taste it a month later. It's like seeing into the future.
Yeah. I mean, I don't miss that as much. I mean, because I don't have a lot of patience.
Yeah.
I'll be 100% honest. I'm not a patient guy. So, and neither is my girl when it comes to the vape juices I make, right?
Yeah.
So I'll make something, I'll be like, hey, this has got to steep for like 6 weeks. And I'll come back to it a week later and the bottle's half gone. I'm like, you've been vaping that? And she's like, yeah, it's so good. I'm like, well, okay. So how do I know what the difference between it's so good now and it's so good, a week later?
Yep.
A lot of the feedback I get from my neighbors and all that and people is it's so good. I'm like, okay, can you give me like a 1 out of 25 rating here? Like, can we kind of dial it in?
Yeah.
But with the homogenizer, I don't know, it's going to be kind of cool because I haven't tried this yet, but if I really wanted to sit down and tweak a recipe, I could mix something up. And while, it's all still heated, if I could try it, a couple drops of it and try it before I add the nicotine, put some more flavoring in there, and then homogenize it again. Try it, add some flavoring.
Yeah.
It's almost like cooking soup. You can add a dash of this,
Mm-hmm.
a dash of that. And then when I'm finally all done, I let it cool. That's when I add the nicotine. Usually like the next day is when I put the nic in my mixes.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Dan recommended, just so it doesn't start breaking down.
Yeah.
But
But you did give one of them a 6, by the way, so they weren't 12 terrible juices. You said one of them was okay, if I remember right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they taste tested on the show tonight, like a bunch of, all 3 of them, each one of them, they all had the same juices, and then they rated them.
And most of them sucked,
Most
apparently.
of them did not rate very well.
Oh, God.
I don't know if I can see that now, but that came out.
Oh, yeah, it's crystal clear. I mean, you can see the dropper and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, Steve, I guess that Mountain Hangover, that is a Mountain Dew with rum? That sounds interesting. Oh, yeah, you said Mountain Dew with rum, and I see it in the chat. That sounds interesting. What did you use for the Mountain Dew?
Is that Liquid Barnes?
Yeah, Liquid Barn makes one, yeah.
Dew Mountain or something they call it. Dew something or the other, I believe. Yeah.
I had that Lemon's Kick from Inawera. That was recommendation from Fresh. I have yet to use it. I almost thought about throwing it in here to give it a little effervescence, but I'm like, you really want effervescence in a hurricane?
So see if that rocks you like a hurricane.
This turned out tasty. I think the thing I'm getting right off the bat is I used a Queen Delicate pineapple from Mullenberry, which is they took the pineapple lassi and they've separated it now. You have the Greek yogurt and you have the pineapple. And this is the first, that's actually, I broke the seal on that bottle because I hadn't used it. Obviously, I broke the seal on it, but oh my God, it's fucking good. So I used FA's Jamaican rum as the dark rum and coconut rum from Wonder Flavors as the light rum. And I'm not really I mean, I'm getting a little bit of that boozy note. The Persian lime's there. I mean, it seems like everything's kind of there. The blood orange, I think, is there, taking the taking the top off the boozy notes a little bit. The VSO blood orange. Okay, Steve Mayer, citrus soda, blood orange from VSO, and strawberry VSO. Ooh, that sounds. So it's like a code red, is what you did. I like that. That's a hell of an idea. And then throw rum in there with that. Ooh, yeah, that works. What rum did you use, Steve? What the fuck? Wait a minute. Blue cheese, bacon. What? What?
They were vaping some shit, basically.
Yeah, no, don't send that over. You will not get that shit through customs. That'll land in New York and that'll end up in the freaking ocean.
The Hudson. You know, it'll just make its way down, you know.
Yeah,
they'll
right?
smell that. They'll smell that shit coming off the plane.
Yeah, they may ground the airplane. that plane may get grounded in Nova Scotia.
Yeah,
have you ever smelled your stuff before you opened the box?
Oh, that's never good.
Yeah.
Well, no, it actually was. I got the cinnamon, and I could literally smell the cinnamon before I opened the box, and I thought, "Oh shit, this is busted open." I opened it up, and the bottle cap was still tight. There was not a drop in there anywhere. You could just literally, it's so damn strong. You could smell it. Yeah.
Oh, Steve used the gold rum from Vape Train. I thought about using that, but I don't know. It's got some, to me, it has some weird notes to it. Like, it's not a good rum, in my opinion. Now, their light rum is fucking awesome. But I really wanted to use that coconut rum because I really like that flavor. And with a hurricane tropical, you want that, you know, say when I mixed it last week, you know, the actual drink, I use Malibu, which is coconut rum. And that's what that coconut rum from Wonder Flavors is straight up Malibu. You know, if I was sticking true to form with the original Hurricane from Pat O'Brien's, there's no pineapple in it. But I wanted the pineapple just to add a little bit more sweetness without adding sweetener, because I didn't add any sweetener to it. So basically, there's no simple syrup in it. TFA's Jamaican rum? I have Flavor Arts Jamaican rum, but I never had TFA's. Oh, okay, Steve. Yeah, the light rum from Vape Train is a very good rum.
Yeah, I've got it. I've got the light rum from Vape Train right here.
I say the Captain rum from Mullenberry is good, but I just couldn't find it. You know, I went through all my Mullenberry stuff today because we were doing it on Fresh's show earlier, and I cannot find that fucking bottle for nothing, so I had to sub it out. Where it went is anybody's guess.
Well, it smells a lot like Jell-O.
Oh, you did the one with the 27 bears?
I did, yeah.
Here he goes.
I'm trying to dry out my wick so I can drip it on there.
I actually, this is an old June 1.5. I've had for a couple of years.
28 bears doesn't work. Try 99 balloons.
There you go. 99 Luft balloons.
Yep.
I can just imagine if I actually had really clean, dry wicks, how good this would be. I don't know when the last time this was re-wicked. I just burned it off.
All right, now this is dry.
Okay, it was on sale at River Supply, the TFA.
I think River Supply had everything on sale.
Yeah.
Yeah, except shipping. Yeah, unless you got over 50, and then they had it on sale too. So.
Oh, there were some people, because of Fresh talking about the other week, had spent plenty to get the free shipping.
Yeah, I didn't spend enough to get the free shipping, but because of Fresh the other day, I ended up with 19 different flavors that
You otherwise would not have had.
No, right.
60 mils for $1. Yeah, that's a deal. That's a hell of a deal. That's kind of like the Wonder Flavors Dweeb. Is it the Dweeb candy? Yeah, that was on sale. And that was like 60 mils for like 99 cents or something, too. Over dripped on that.
Yeah, I over dripped mine too. Just got so much spit back.
You can't even get 60 mil of VG for 99 cents.
No.
I mean, it's kind of like Jello. It's just a little light. But I guess that's kind of what Jello is, right?
Yeah, pretty much. So basically, you're getting that. You're getting like the texture, the gummy texture.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of missing that.
Yeah, it was 27 Bears. Really,
it might get better once my juice cools down a little more.
That could be too. Yeah. I think that's what Fresh does too. He runs it under cold water after he runs it through.
Oh, duh. What the fuck am I doing? I'm standing here like, oh, this is taking too long to cool down.
Yeah, runs a bottle of cold water.
I'm like 2 feet away from my kitchen sink, and I'm like, how can I make this cool down faster?
There you go.
Jesus. It's been a long one. There we go.
Out of the 15, they upgraded to the next size. So basically what you did was you tried to go in and find a bunch of stuff they were out of 15s at.
What is it? When did they start doing that? On ELR, I never noticed that before. You can create a one-shot. Oh yeah, it says right there, make one-shot concentrate. I want to hit just edit so I can make this recipe public. I would have put it on all the flavors, but since VSO isn't on all the flavors, fuck you, all the flavors.
So it's really not all the flavors.
No, it's far from all the flavors. I don't even know if they have flavor monks over there now. There you go. Anyone wants to check out that recipe?
That hot juice made my RDA like burn my lips.
Yeah.
That'll happen.
Oh, yeah.
Especially out of a little 22 millimeter.
Yep. Yeah, Bull City will do that too. If you order something, they show it's in stock and it's on, you order a 10 mil or whatever, they'll send you a 30. If you order a 30, they'll send you a 60. If they don't have it in that size. Because that's what happened with my Flavora strawberry. I ordered a 15 mil and I ended up getting a 30 because It had one 15 ml bottle left in stock. That's why it showed it was in stock, with a label on it was jacked up. I'm like, okay, that works. That's when I don't know what was going on that week with the post office or what it was, but I had 2 different packages, one from Bull City, and I had ordered some ammo from Palmetto State Armory. And the Bull City, I never did receive an email saying that it was even shipped. And when I inquired about it, they're like, oh, yeah, you got that like 2 days ago. And I was on the road, so I didn't know. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then 2 days after I received my ammo from Palmetto, I got an email. Oh yeah, your ammo's been shipped. Your order's been shipped. I'm like, dude, I've already had it for 2 days. It was weird. Listen, I do not know what's going on with China right now. That I ordered that stuff from over there on the 28th of July, and it's still showing it was shipped right away, but then that's it. It's still showing it's in China.
I'll sit in fucking Shenzhen for like 2 months.
It was 24-hour shipping. That's the thing. I mean, they show shipped, so now their liability, it's out of their hands.
No, we shipped it. We can't do anything about it.
Exactly. I mean, it wasn't a big order. It was only it was shipping like $29, but still.
Yeah, I had something that I had ordered, and it showed your order shipped, and then if I went to check the tracking, it said label printed.
Yeah.
Waiting for it. So the label was printed, and they were waiting for it. Post office is claiming we never got it. The place is claiming we shipped it, and so it was like, that's not ours. It's not ours. They created a label. We never got the product, and the others like we shipped it.
And that was like this week. I had to order a pool cover for my house in Jersey. The tenant said the pool covers, it's 15 years old, so it's rotted out, dry rotted. So I went on a company out of Chicago called In the Swim. Well, they're in West Chicago, and that's where I ordered the original one. So I ordered a replacement cover, and it said they were shipping it USPS. I'm like, oh, it's a 50-pound package. It's not going USPS. So I had literally basically had to search it myself to figure out who was handling it, and I found it was FedEx Ground, and it all worked out. But yeah, that was a quick almost $600 I wasn't expecting to spend last week.
That could have been 3 game changers.
Pretty much. Wow, this turned out good. I just wonder. That pineapple's stronger than I thought it would be. I'm thinking maybe I could cut the pineapple down a little bit, but I really like that pineapple though. So I don't know if I want to cut it down, but it's not tasting really. I mean, I'm not getting that boozy notes that you get from a hurricane. I mean, you get them a little bit. I mean, I guess I'm not trying to make a Category 5 hurricane either. I'm just trying to make, just a 75, 80 mile an hour wind.
Yeah. Just been upgraded from a tropical storm type hurricane.
Yeah. Like what they're dealing with in the Gulf right now. They're getting them 2 at a time.
Yeah.
Let's say it was the first time in how many years they said that 2 of them can make landfall in the Gulf at the same time? Like one in Texas, one in Florida.
Yeah.
I forget how many years they said. And basically, even the Weather Channel said, well, it's 2020. What the fuck you expect?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, they're not wrong. I have not used this RDA in at least a year. So that cotton's been in there that long. But it's been sitting here, and I'm like, oh, you know what?
Oh.
So, and you didn't re-wick it? You just hit that cotton?
Just dripped on top of it.
Oh no.
It's okay. Hey, Smitty. Oh, they're already evacuating coastal Louisiana parishes. Well, that's how many feet below sea level? So yeah.
So is the mold and the mildew on that cotton still pretty good? I mean,
I think it might be helping the flavor.
yeah.
A little bit of seasoning.
Yeah, a little peppery note. Yeah, friction. The Gulf is getting 2 hurricanes at the same time.
Oh Jesus.
Was it the first time? I forget how many years they said that happened. Hell, we're getting earthquakes around here. So there's a town about an hour and a half northwest of here that got a 5.2 that kind of messed the town up. And now they just had another aftershock this week. It was only like a 2 point something. Still, this is North Carolina. You don't expect hurricanes. I mean, you expect hurricanes. You don't expect earthquakes. Oh yeah, you were in Fort Polk for Katrina. Yeah, fuck that.
That's next week's show, right? This week's was hurricane. The next week you're going to mix a earthquake.
Yeah, I'm sure if I went on liquor.com, I'd probably be able. If I typed in earthquake, I'm sure I'd probably get a mix.
There's probably a drink named earthquake. Yeah.
Oh, you're 30 miles from New Orleans. Okay. And you guys just both supposed to be hitting Louisiana. Jesus. What the fuck right now? Let's go on liquor.com. Hit search. And let's put in earthquake, see what happens. Let's see. No, I'm not finding any drinks called that. Oh wait, let me try it this way. Recipe. By spirit, by cocktail type, preparations on occasion. Try other recipes. Let's see, where I can search.
Friction wants to know liquor.com is an actual site.
Yeah.
No, it's not LIQUOR. It's LICK HER.
Yeah, and that's the pay site. Deb, you're back. That's for Cherokees in Louisiana too, or in Louisiana. Let me say it right, Louisiana.
Yeah, Deb, I think Sin is because we haven't heard anything out of her in a while. So
Yeah, she
kind of just slid right under the table now.
She may have dozed off. I'm taking a nap. Shane.
Swaggy.
Once you're north of Lake Charles, you're considered a Yankee. Damn, I'm really a Yankee then. I've only been in Louisiana a couple times. Passed through. I delivered in Shreveport once. Had to go Super Bowl Sunday one year, the year that the Broncos got crushed by the Seahawks. That Super Bowl, I was actually in a hotel room in Hammond, Louisiana that weekend watching the game. We delivered rental cars at the airport, and then they told us just hang out until Monday. I'm like, you really want us to hang out in Louisiana during, you were in New Orleans during Super Bowl weekend? Good thing there wasn't anywhere anywhere we could park the trucks that was safe. So we left town, which was probably the smart thing to do.
Well, gents, my DoorDash is arriving for dinner, so I'm gonna have to take off.
Alrighty, brother. Well, enjoy your dinner.
I sure will. It's nice chatting with y'all.
You bet. Thanks for showing off the game changer and explaining it a little bit more. I'm sure there's some people out there that probably learns a little something. I know I did.
Oh yeah, absolutely. there's gonna be a video coming soon on my channel about all about it. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah, you bet.
All right, guys, take care.
All right, man. Have a good one.
You too.
Yeah.
See ya.
Bye.
All right, Cherokee used to work at the GM plant in Shreveport. Yeah, I delivered to a Volvo dealer in Shreveport. Then down to Houston. That was one of the trips from hell. Start in Shreveport. There's 4 Volvo dealers in Houston, and then it was 325 miles due south down to the Mexican border to a town called Edinburgh, Texas, to deliver 1 car. Yeah, that sucked. But when you get a brand new contract, you got to do what they want. So.
You can leave the details out, Friction. That's okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's really getting these. She even paid for the hotel. Well, she was from Dallas, and she was slightly retarded. So.
Oh. And for any of you other people in chat who are from Dallas, he didn't mean you.
Well, most people know my my love for Dallas in general. Especially a certain football team there.
Okay, yeah.
She was a Cougar. Oh, okay. Well, that's.
I thought they were Cowboys, not Cougars. Dallas. They changed the name to the Cougars. Washer is stupid.
Man, I think I'm 2 for 2 today with mixes. And in both mixes, Mullenberry is I think the one that saved the day. Well, the other one was all Mullenberry. But... Yeah, Shane, what's your washer doing?
Yep.
I had one in the garage that I could not get fixed. I mean, it wanted to come through the wall every time you put it on the spin cycle. So I changed out. It was a top loader. It was a cheap one I bought 8 years ago when we first moved to North Carolina. Bought it at H.H. Gregg when they were still in business. And I changed out the springs to try to stabilize the drum. And it didn't do any good. It still didn't. I'm like, yeah, after that, after I tried to fix it and it still didn't fix it, nope, went on BestBuy.com, ordered a whole new set. Just screw it. That's when I had too much time on my hands during the pandemic.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, Friction, I'm right there with you, dude.
Did the heating element in the dryer once, and it was like, probably just better off just going ahead and ordering another dryer.
Yeah. Yeah, the set I have now, I mean, it got mixed reviews, but it seems to be okay. I got a Samsung.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, both front loaders. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people had problems with the seals leaking and shit on those. I think.
Yeah, I haven't had any trouble with that. I bought an LG washer when they first came out, or not long after they first came out. I had their tech people out. I mean, I think they even brought an engineer out there because they could not figure out what the hell was wrong with this damn thing. They wouldn't take it back.
Yeah.
But they got it straight eventually. It's still, as far as I know, it still works. I mean, it's over 10 years old.
Yeah.
It's still, I didn't bring it with us. It's at the house in Jersey. Tenants use it, and they haven't cried about it. Which that was one thing, as I told them, was like, washer and dryer are there for your convenience. They break, don't fucking call me. Basically, they're a bonus. When they go, put them out in the curb and let the scrapper take them. The control knob on the washer broke. I got to replace the whole control module, $200. Yeah, just go buy a new one.
Yeah.
Go buy a new washer.
Yeah, and then while you're at it, you may as well. You can't have that washer and have a mix of a washer and dryer, so you're gonna have to get the dryer too. So,
Yeah, just get the whole set and be done with
yep,
it.
yeah, you're gonna have to do it all. You know, it's and friction. What you need to do on that one there was where your dryer is stuck on the setting that just runs forever. You just have to set a timer in there, or just walk in and say, "Hey Alexa, the towels are in the dryer. Let me know when they're dry."
Yeah, right. You know, we have Google Home. You know, hey Google. Ooh, damn, Deb, $2,000 for a new well pump. That sucks.
But basically, what we end up using Alexa for more than anything here is just like, Alexa, set a timer for 20 minutes.
Yeah, we use it for. We don't really use our. I have a couple of lights hooked up to it. That's about it.
Like I said, we use it basically if we're cooking something that, I use it for a damn timer for, like, if you throw a pizza in the oven that's 19 minutes or whatever it says on it. I just walk in and tell it.
Yeah, set the
And
timer for 19
you're
minutes. Yeah.
watching TV and you're like, man, shouldn't that pizza be done by now? Alexa, how much is on that timer? She's like, there's 6 minutes left on your 19-minute timer.
Yeah. See, Tetley's looking for a good peach ice cream. Yeah, exactly what Friction just said. You know, VSO peach at 2% and Liquid Barn vanilla ice cream at 3%. Sweeten the taste. See you. Done.
Mhm.
You can get Liquid Barn over in the UK, can't you? I think Chefs carries Liquid Barn, don't they?
I think, yeah, they can.
Yeah, well, Tetley said he's going to give that one a go, so I guess he does have it. You could really use any ice cream that, your favorite.
Yeah.
If you want to use Capella, you want to use TFA, you want to use Mulberry, whoever, whatever ice cream you want.
Addie's up the peach to 3% and threw in a 1.5.
Apricot. Yeah, that boosts it, yeah. I would take that advice rather than mine because Addie would know.
Yeah, Chefs has a lot of VSO. I don't think they have all of them though.
Yeah, they're usually a little bit behind on the releases.
Yeah.
Because it's got to get all the way across the pond.
Yeah, because we were talking about it on the show was Wednesday, and because it's like basically UK based, and everybody was talking about it, and it was saying that couldn't get certain ones there still, but can get a lot of them.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean they get a good bit. And I'm sure Shane's probably sending packages out, monthly over to Lewis. Now, did you say you didn't have any rum or whiskey type flavors, and just a bourbon, right?
On mine?
Yeah, you have what, the TFA Kentucky bourbon?
Yeah, just the Kentucky bourbon and then the light rum.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Light rum. Yeah.
I mean, you could probably make a rum punch out of the light rum. Like a Barbados type rum punch.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay, he's gonna send the new ones over to the UK now, real shortly. Cool.
If you don't have any booze flavors at all, that's because Manda's got them all. Mandalorian.
Oh yeah, he's like I wanted to get him on tonight, but he's not feeling well from his head injury. So let me see something. The light rum,
bubble wine.
That's a good flavor. It gives you, I mean, you get a nice little effervescence from it, and let's see, vape trains, light rum. is 99 recipes with the Jamaican special from FA, 53 with sweet coconut from Flavora, 42 coconut from FA, golden pineapple at 38, Inawera pineapple at 36, lime Tahiti cold press 33, sugarloaf pineapple. So basically limes,
Right.
coconuts, and pineapples go
Right.
well with the
All of
light rum. Yep.
the three things that I really don't, coconut is not on my uh, top 10 list. Pineapple is, although pineapple, I don't like pineapple, but I have found that vaping pineapple I can do,
Yeah.
because it's not the same. I can't eat pineapple though. I hate pineapple.
I'm
But
surprised
vaping
butter
pineapple,
pecans on this list. As far as the top, I guess like there's like the top 10 pairings with the vape train light rum.
I've got the butter pecan ice cream, the one-on-one.
Yeah, I have that one and the regular butter pecan.
But I could see a butter
Do I
pecan.
have flavorless butter pecan? Yes, apparently I do. It's ELR's telling me I have it. So. Yes, definitely, Addie. The recipe log. That's a cool little book you can get on Amazon, made by our good friend Amber Knowles. I didn't pick one up yet. I just one of these days I'll remember to throw it in my cart at Amazon. Butter pecan praline ice cream. I don't think I have that one. I know I don't have anything with pralines. No VSO peach in it, chefs. Inawera peach. Addie will have to answer that one. I don't have the Inawera peach. I have the TFA Juicy Peach, which is throat raisers. Honey Peach from Jungle Flavor. Is it Jungle Flavor? No. Who makes that one? Hankson? Yeah, Hankson makes Honey Peach. I'm going to have to look and see what peach flavors do I have.
The Flavor Art peach and the Capella peach with stevia.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have the honey peaches, jungle flavors, juicy peaches, Hankson. I have Nectar peach from Mullenberry, Flavors peach, TFA juicy peach, VSO peach, peach gummy from Flavor, peach pie and cream, Wonder flavors, peach yogurt TFA, which is garbage, FA white peach, peaches and cream from Capella, which isn't all that great, and Cap yellow peach was actually a really nice. That's like a can of peaches.
Yeah. So I've just got the three. I've got the VSO peach, the Capella, and FA. And I found that the FA and the VSO together are actually pretty good. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I can definitely see a DFA white peach with the VSO peach. I can see that working out well. Peaches come in a can. That's right.
Yeah, they got those trees that those cans are on, and the peaches all just grow in that can. Yeah.
Yep, they were put there by a man in a factory downtown. Yeah, speaking of peaches, Tam had a pretty rough migraine. That's why she's not here this evening. But she has her daughter this weekend. Her daughter's in college, so she's not far from where she lives. So she's spending daughter's spending the weekend with mommy. So that's awesome. Making them memories counts. All right, gang, we're going to wrap this up. So, Bill, what do you guys got going on tomorrow?
We got JP on tomorrow.
Oh, he's making the rounds.
The week after, Mick is going to be on. I guess it's a bank holiday over there, so we actually our Mick's not going to be around that week.
Oh,
And the
okay.
week after that, if everything works out all right, we may have Batman on.
Ooh. Yeah, hopefully. Well, Batman went back to work, so he's down. He's down there on a rig in the Gulf right now. And
no, he's not.
oh no.
He's, you need to watch his video.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, last I knew, he was driving back to Louisiana.
Yep, change your plans.
Oh shit. Okay. Was it because of the hurricane or other things?
Like I said, watch his video.
Yeah, I'll have to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fidalgo. Yeah, Bill. There's so many chats. So last year, you can't do that anymore on YouTube. Let me go find your channel real quick, or I'll find all your channels. I'll find Late Night Vape Show, and I'll find Kentucky Bill Smokes.
The Face for Radio show.
That's right. Yep. Well, that's on the Kentucky Bill channel, right?
The Face for Radio show's on. I think that still comes up. Golf. But I can probably pull that one.
Yeah, all I'm getting, I put Kentucky Bill in, all I'm getting is country music. Oh, there you are.
Yeah,
no, there it is. I found you.
Did you? Okay.
Yep, and this is the Face for Radio ones. Yep, okay. So we got this, yeah, Golf BN. Copy that.
Yeah, and
Throw
then
that in the chat.
Basically, for mixing purposes, the only one that we're on Wednesday nights over.
Benny Vapes' channel.
Yeah, Benny's channel was mixing with Benny and friends.
Man, you think because I'm subbed, it was automatically come up? What the hell?
Yeah, that one's
this one. Yeah, I'm looking at the Late Night Vape Show. I'm gonna put this one out there. Copy and paste. Use Flash Me for 30% off. You'll run until 11 o'clock tonight over VSOflavors.com. Go get yourself.
Best hurry.
Yeah, you got 21 minutes, everybody. Go get yourself some flavors. Go get that Huckleberry. I don't even have the Huckleberry yet. I got to order that. Let me pull up Benny Vapes' channel.
You got it.
For Benny and Friends. Now his comes right up.
Yeah.
That's I don't know why it didn't come up for the rest of them.
Benny is somebody. He knows people who know
apparently,
people.
Yeah. There we go. So there's a 3 spots you can find Bill.
3 spots. The last one is DIY, and the other 2 are, I don't know, what would you call those? POS shows.
Yeah, I wouldn't say POS. They're fun shows.
But they're POS shows. That's why they're fun.
You have guests and
we have myself and Mick. Who happens to basically somehow put up with me, and I somehow put up with him.
Sounds like a marriage.
Oh yeah, it is pretty much.
Actually, after we get off the air, I'm gonna mix I'm gonna mix a 60 ml of this Hurricane. That's fucking good.
You're liking the pineapples, what you're liking.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't mind coconut if it's done right.
Yeah, coconut. I've tried vaping coconut. Well, basically the first pineapple that I vaped was Batman's pineapple rum upside down cake.
Yeah,
that he did, and that's when I found out. Oh, I don't like pineapple, but I can vape it.
Yeah,
and because it's 2 totally different things. But now the coconut rum one that he did, I still had a little bit of problems trying to
Get past the
basically.
coconut.
Yeah, because the coconut is just out there. It's in your face, and the coconut actually still tastes too much like coconut. You can sweeten the pineapple up or something and get it, to the point where it's not so tart.
Yeah.
Yeah. And coconut, you really just can't. You can't get rid of that coconut. I mean, coconut is coconut is coconut, and
Yeah.
you can't kind of try to mask it a little bit.
Alrighty, gang. Let's remember 2 weeks from today is the rally in DC. Still up in the air whether I'm going to go or not. I've been asked by a few people to be there. I want to. It's just, I don't know. I've taken a lot of time off of work lately. Granted, it is a holiday weekend, so it would not be that big of a deal. And I still have a couple of vacation days. I'm sure I could probably slip one in there or just take an unpaid day. It's not that big of a deal. It's a Saturday. I want to go. We'll see. The wife, if she has other plans, then it may not happen. But Bill and Dimitri are going to be there. Grim Green's going to be there. I mean, there's going to be a host of, they have over 30 speakers. And it's right before the September 9th deadline, which, Bill, you were saying earlier, one of the companies that you ordered from sent you an email saying that you're not going to be able to get anything from, any e-liquid from them.
Yeah, Juice Monkeys is, as of their site, they will stop selling their e-liquid line in the U.S. They still will sell it to places overseas. They're based in Arkansas, and they're gonna. I mean, you can still get DIY stuff there. You can still get flavors there, but you will no longer be able to get, because they are basically unable to meet the stringent demands that have been placed upon everybody. As far as, they had figured, what they said in the email was they would have to do, for just the flavors that they sell, they would have had to have submitted 96 PMTAs.
Yeah, which is
right at a cost somewhere between 300,000 to $1 million on each one, with no guarantee that those are going to get done. And you figure at the top price, that's $96 million
yeah,
to get 96 juices. Yeah,
possibly,
maybe, probably not approved.
Yeah.
And it's just, there's no way they, the companies.
And if by some range, leap of faith, they were all to, theoretically, they were all to get approved.
Yeah.
And but you just dropped $96 million that you don't even have.
Right, and you're out of business.
You're not gonna. There's no way to recoup that kind of cost. Never.
No.
Absolutely never. Because and plus, you can't change anything.
No.
If you have a flavor in there that all of a sudden you can't get anymore.
Yep.
No, you're fucked.
Yeah, and you can't, because if you want to make a new flavor, there's another $1 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and the other thing that it comes down to is flavors kind of run, from what I've seen, is people just love the heck out of them, and then they've hit them for a while, and then all of a sudden it's like, well, I'm on to something else, because I kind of got tired of this.
But then you'll have the next wave of people that haven't tried that flavor. Yeah. That's where companies are successful. Let's say they get, 10,000 people. Just throwing eyeball numbers out there that that like their flavors today, and they vape them. They go through a couple hundred mils or whatever. It's all day vape for a while because they're really great flavors, and then I'm gonna move on to something else because I'm getting burned out on this.
Yeah.
Then that's when you have to hope that you have another 10,000 people come in behind them that had never tried your flavors before, to see them in a shop or see them online. And everything's like, oh, no, I'm going to try these. And then that's how you continue to make money. That's how business works.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not growing, you're dying. And that's the biggest thing I fear about vaping in the U.S. is with all the propaganda, with all the draconian regulations that's being placed upon us. If this industry can't grow, it's going to die.
Yeah, and it's going to, because it can't grow right now. I mean, there's just every time anything in it starts to even remotely take off, it just gets pushed back down.
Yeah, it gets cut at the knees. It's like, yeah, no,
Yep.
you can't go nowhere.
And then if it's like, all right, well, that didn't work, so what do we got lined up next to kind of hit them with? And that's what it pretty much is. It's almost like there's a master plan of, we'll try this, and if this doesn't work, then we'll just go to plan B, and then we'll go to this, we'll go to this. It's like every single thing, and this one coming up on the 9th, I think, is going to be that dagger that just, starts.
Yeah, and it was
in.
kind of predicted.
Yeah.
When I first started learning about advocacy and learning how things worked, roughly. I mean, I don't know the inner workings of a lot of these businesses, a lot of these lobbyists, and what have you, but just looking at it as a whole, I say if they attack the flavors, that's cutting the head off the dragon.
Yep.
And that's what they've been able to do, and they've been very successful at that. Whether it's at the local level, the state level, the federal level now, with this PMTA. And the thing that pisses me off to no end, and I have nothing against the premium cigar manufacturers. Hey, they're making a buck just like everybody else.
Yeah.
But for them to get a full exemption that is, there's no timeline on it, basically a lifetime exemption until they feel like going back after them, because they're I forget, was it a certain state or was it the federal government basically labeled a premium cigar at any cigar that costs more than $12? Where that number came from, only you go to the golf course and spend $15 on a shitty cigar.
Yeah.
So where they got $12 at, but it's just not right. I mean, if you can buy cigars, you should be able to buy e-liquid.
Yep, you should.
Buy hardware. Buy things that's not going to fucking kill you, unless you're a dumbass and you vent out a battery in your face, or you throw a battery in your pocket with your keys and your change. That may not kill you, but it may burn you really bad.
Or you get a hold of something that's got a little bit of oil in it and try to vape it.
Yeah. Stay away from the fucking vitamin E acetate. Don't. I mean, I've heard some people saying something about they vaped using MCT oil. No, don't.
Yeah.
Just don't. I mean, I can't say for certain that you can't, but just don't. I mean, there's no benefit to it. There's plenty of CBD, THC e-liquids out there if that's your thing, that do not have any oils in them, that are safe for vaping. Use them. If you're using MCT, use that one sublingually. Drip it under your tongue. And it's the easiest, that's the most simplest way to put it. All right, gang, looks like the chat has stopped. I guess everyone's already bailed out of here. I guess once I started talking advocacy, is like, fuck this guy, we're out. Yeah. We don't want to hear it. We're done. All righty, everybody. Let's say, be safe, wash your hands, don't talk to strangers. We'll see you next week for my birthday weekend. Maybe we'll try to do something special.
Uh-oh.
I'll try not to get completely shit-faced drunk. Let's just say that. But no promises. I say I'll try. All right. Good night, everybody. Have a good week. Bye. And we are out.